NMFtv. Silence your radio, kill your television. NMFtv.com.
This episode of The Riot was brought to you by John Robert Powers. We make it happen. What's up and welcome to The Riot. My name is Joyce Spring and today we have some very important news to you brought to you, of course, by John Robert Powers. Maraming salamat for spending this time with me, and I'm kind of confused where my camera is, but we'll figure it out later on the show. So our first segment before we move on to some music is something that is this me? This is me! Ha! I found it, right? This is the one. Am I looking at the camera? Am I? Yes? Okay, I found it. Before we move on to some music from Ukulele Manila, tama ba? Ukulele Philippines, there we go, who are in the other studio with my partner Chewy. Here we're going to be discussing about some very important and a little bit more serious topic called headliners or Netiquette. Medyo bitin lang yung sound natin, no? But yes, we're gonna be talking about headliners and of course Netiquette. Before we go into Netiquette, let me discuss with you something that I woke up to this morning, a trending topic about a minor whose video of herself naked and just private things went around online, like spread like wildfire storm. What you call this, Ange? I can't find my words here. It spread like wildfire. There are my words. And people have been posting about it, reposting the photo, the video, screen capping it, doing memes about it, and then it trended #1 in the Philippines around 8 a.m. when I woke up today. We're not going to discuss and go thoroughly about the scandal because we don't want to add fuel to the fire, but something to remember always when you're on social media is to think that internet was created for something really good. So, you know, as with anything, there's always a good and a bad to it, and sometimes people just kind of like to indulge in the bad. So here tonight, we're going to be talking about why you should be more responsible and socially aware when it comes to the internet and your etiquette when you're using it. So, an idea that I loved and I read recently is the acronym THINK. So THINK is standing for T, is it true? H, is it helpful? I, is it inspiring? N, is it necessary? And K, is it kind? Wow, how did you guys see? Our friends here in NMFtv are magical people. So this is something that you have to remember every time you are on social media, and this is something that I live by every single day. I have been on the other end of cyberbullying, and I have received messages online anonymously or otherwise that would either tell me na, oh nga, you're pretty, but you know what, parang I'm like, okay, that's not so harsh, but it still affected me in some way. Or other people would call me fat, like if I gained any weight, people would call me fat. If I said something that they didn't agree upon, they would call me stupid. If I talk a different way or a certain way, they would call me either squatter ako magsalita or either masyado naman ako maarte mag-English. It's difficult to tell people to mind their own business because definitely if you put it out there, it's not just your business, but you're kind of allowing yourself to be, you know, nitpicked by other people. But the thing is, we always have to be principled and aware of how we respond to things. It's not about reacting all the time. And in social media, since it's so easy to just type whatever thoughts you have and click away, it's so easy to distract and destruct at the same time. So I found this article online, which is an online etiquette guide. I'm just going to go through it briefly. It's very, very easy to remember and understand. Remember, think. First, it says respect others and their opinions, #1. 2, tone down your language. You don't have to curse. You can curse in real life, but then for you to put it on air and just to leave it there hanging, what kind of thought and aura are you giving to the world? You know, you always have to think, is it necessary? Is it helpful? Is it kind? Third one, pick the right tone. Fourth, keep a straight face. Fifth, consider others' privacy, which is something super related to what we discussed opening this topic. If a scandal like that comes out, what is the point of pointing out the name of the minor? She's a minor. What is the point of retweeting it or asking for the link? What is the point of doing the hashtag respect for blah, 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 when you can just shut up about it and not talk about it at all, or mention the name if you're going to talk about the topic. Avoid inappropriate material, so related to the topic for today. Be forgiving. Other people make mistakes. Sometimes you say things online that you don't really mean and that you wish you could take back. If you put something out there, if you tweeted something, and I have done this so many times, I tweeted something out of gut feel or tweeted something out of spontaneity, and I deleted it right afterwards because I realized then that you are allowed to make mistakes, and so are other people. So be forgiving, and then also be forgiving of others and of yourself. Test for clarity. Not everything you see online is true. So when you see these parang mga, they're weird online materials, mga headliners na, woman impregnated by octopus, it's not possible, okay? She might get an infection from an octopus, but it's never possible for her to be impregnated by an octopus. And for you just reposting that, and for somebody naive who would think that's the truth, you're basically disseminating wrong information and adding just the stuff out there that's going to confuse everybody. Second, brevity is best. 11, stick to the point. 12, frivolous email. 13, read first, write later. Seek to understand first before you seek to be understood. And 14, net speak. Although electronic communication is still young, many conventions have already been established. Do not type in all caps because it kind of is difficult and para kang galit. This is also regarded as shouting and is out of place in a classroom. Acronyms and emoticons, arrangement of symbols to express emotions, are popular, but excessive use of them can make your message difficult to read. And these are just mga basic stuff that you will have to go through. But in general, to close this topic, think. Is it truthful? Is it helpful? Is it informative? Is it necessary? Is it kind? Those are basic things, and always remember that as cyber and as wide the internet space may be, the other person, the thing that you will be sending out there, it will appear on a screen where another human being is going to be sitting at, standing by, or lying down in and reading that. And what would you want to put in the world out there? Would you want it to be something positive, maybe music, maybe something funny, maybe something clever, maybe something that's just sharing from what's happening in your day? Or do you want it something negative and maybe even spark other people to do negativity as well? So with anything that you do and with everything that you put out there, always remember that you are dealing with humans. These are not robots. Robots do not have feelings. Robots do not have families, lives, and we don't have to be mean to each other to be entertained or to be informed. So at the end of the day, internet is there for the good reason, but it can bring out the worst in people as well. Always choose the best. That's basically it for our Netiquette. I know it's kind of heavy, but it's light in a sense that, you know, we all have to understand that the internet is so big, but it also makes the world so small. So if you want to make the world small, make it a bright, beautiful, really, really good looking and happy one, instead of bringing sadness or scandals or whatever, spreading it out there. So speaking of good things, my partner Chewy is in the other studio, gonna give you some awesome music from Ukulele Philippines. Hopefully you guys learned something today. If you did, let us know. The Twitter account is at @TheRightPH, @Joyce, and @Chewy, and you can check out everything on NMFtv.com. See you in a bit.
It's not
point of being in love? There is no point in being in love. I mean, if you are required to be in love, then it will have a point, but there is no point in being in love. But it comes naturally, you know, like it's like breathing. It's as natural as your skin feeling something when it touches something, you know. So there is no point in being in love. There's only magic, and magic has no point but to keep you alive and kind of wonderful and keep yourself filled with so many things you can't explain.
All right, guys, we're here with Ukulele Philippines Ensemble. Of course, they played us these wonderful, wonderful songs earlier. Hi, let's get all of your names first para makilala natin lahat kayo. Sir, ka wala.
I'm Lawrence Takanay.
JR. Hello.
Miles.
Twinkle.
Pau.
Hi, I'm Kevin.
All right, medyo, okay, let's state the obvious. Hindi tayo magkakabatch dito, no? I think this is the purest form of saying how music brings people together, talaga. With that said, how did all of you find each other?
It's because of this shop at the collective. It's called Ukulele Philippines. Actually, our name came from that shop. We're basically the house band. Okay, so we all of us met there. We just usually hang out at the shop every Friday and during the weekends, and we just got together and decided to form a band and charge for it.
Uy, may budget na kami. But how long have you guys been actually playing your
As a group?
Yeah. No, sige, as a group muna.
Okay.
Para mas
the group has been active for, I think, 3 years already. 3 years, tama? Yeah, 3 years. Individually, well, I've been playing the bass or guitar and ukulele for about 20 years.
Ikaw, sir. How long have you been playing?
Started playing the ukulele 2 months ago.
Seryoso ba yan?
Yes.
Seryoso, 2 months lang?
Yeah.
Wow.
So before I used to play the bass. Well, until now I still play the bass guitar, and yeah, I just wanted to somehow join another group, and I love the community. And thank you, Kuya Lawrence, for giving me that opportunity.
Bible study pala to eh. Sige, ikaw ate.
Yeah. Ako, natutuwa ko over a year ago. I joined them 2014, so I'm one of the new members. I started playing the guitar. Then they went to the university when I was still in college. They used to have jams, picnic, something like that. So it's like, I'm curious, what is that group about? So I came to them, and then I don't have a ukulele by then. They just let me borrow theirs. So, this instrument is so light, it's so small, it's so fun to use, easy to use. So, oh shit, I fell in love with it. So it's that's yeah. Simula nun nag-aral ako, then they let me join the band.
Nice.
Yeah.
Kano ate?
Ako pasundot-sundot lang eh.
Ano naman?
Hindi, nagpaturo ako, then I started to know some chords. Then, ayun, tas si Miles naman, pinasali sa ako naman yung nag-volunteer. Sabi ko, sir, pwede bang sumali? Patry lang. Tas, ayun.
So you and Miles, halos magkasabay kayo
Magkasabay
nag-join?
kami.
Okay.
Tas ako lang yun nga, volunteer. Sabi ko, pwede bang sumali? Try lang. Tas, yun, nahook na ako sa ukulele. Kasi mas, mas madali. Kasi ang liliit ng fingers ko. Tapos, pag guitar kasi, sobrang laki. Tas yun, malaki na nga ako. guitar pa yung gagamitin ko, wala na. Wala na talaga, wala.
Hindi naman. Ito actually sobrang curious ako dito eh. Si Octopus Fingers eh. Actually, alam mo, when you guys were playing, tumitingin ako, and I thought 3 of you guys were doing, parang, it was walking, like and then I look over and it's like one guy, and I was like, what?
So I started playing ukulele since I think 2010. So I started with a soprano, which is the smallest size. So sa band naman, actually parang accident lang eh. Because they were practicing for the Philippine, I think, International Jazz Festival. Jazz Festival. So yun, pinasali nila ako. So parang dun nag-start yung ko for ukulele.
Pero you played guitar before?
Yes, before. So I've been playing for, I think, 10 years. So before I, sa ukulele. So yun.
Ano man? Ito.
Thank you.
Ito yata yung ito yung face ng Ukulele Philippines.
Siya yung mascot.
Siya yung mascot.
Bagong gupit lang. Nag-start ako mag-ukulele yung 2013. Then, meron kasing Friday night jam sa shop. So, umattend ako doon. Then, nakilala ko sina Sir Lawrence. Actually, buo na yung, yung ensemble nung time na yon. Then, sinama nila ako kasi ang una kong gig na nakasama sa kanila is yung Pet de la Music. Ayun. Ayun na, hanggang sa magtuloy-tuloy na to.
Ito yung maganda sa mga story na sinabi nyo is, it started with, parang nahila lang kayo and the common interest of just wanting to play, diba? So you can see, I guess, hopefully sana naman yung buong community nyo is the same, as friendly as you guys. And like what Miles was saying, like, if you just want to start, I guess you guys would help people to start in playing. But would you think, any one of you can answer this, would you think guitar is a really good base of starting ukulele? Or kahit wala kang experience with any stringed instruments, you can just pick up a ukulele and be as halimaw as you guys?
Yeah, parang, so parang hindi kailangan ng background sa any string instrument. So to be able to play sa ukulele, parang nga siya, parang you don't need to be a musician to play the ukulele. So that's gano'n siya kasimple. Kaya sa unlike sa guitar, you have to use, I think, three fingers para makabuo ng isang chord. Yeah. So compared to this one, you can just play with one finger. So parang ganun lang siya kasimple. So I think sinasabi namin sa mga customers dun. So you can play nga within 5 minutes or 10 minutes.
Yeah. We have this 3, 4, 5, we call that lesson. 3, 4, 5 lesson. You can learn, if you want, we can teach you right now, as in right now. You can learn 3 songs with 4 chords in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Ganun kadali.
Okay. Well, because you guys were also talking about earlier na I started with a different kind of ukulele. You started, is this like a specific bass or is this just any normal bass?
Well, this is called a bass ukulele.
Okay.
So it's really a bass guitar scaled down to almost the size of a baritone ukulele.
So yeah, you guys were saying specific other specific ukuleles. Kasi someone like me, I'm ignorant. Don't worry about me. But when I look at the ukulele or something small, I go, oh, ukulele, cool. That's a ukulele. There are different kinds of ukuleles. How many different kinds are there? 4.
Actually, there are 4 sizes of ukulele. Starting from soprano, the smallest. Concert or alto, just like this one. Next one is the tenor size, which is more bigger, and the biggest is the baritone.
Okay.
So it depends on kung anong preferred size na mas babagay sa'yo.
Okay, pero hindi naman siya size as in like sa size ng tao.
Actually, depende talaga.
Sa tone din yan, diba?
Compared sa...
Alright, so let's wrap this up real quick. Where can we find you guys? Is there anything that we can follow you on? Social media?
Yeah.
Ikaw na lang, number mo na lang.
Oh yeah, we have a Facebook page. It's Ukulele Philippines and some. Sorry, it's facebook.com/Ukulele Philippines and some. And do we have Twitter? Twitter, I guess, yeah. We have.
Ukphil
and some. Twitter.com/Ukphil and some. Yeah, I think that's it. We haven't explored the others. Yeah, YouTube. We have. You just search our band name. Will appear. What else? And you already got our business card, so I think that's it. What else? We usually hang out at the Ukulele Philippines shop. It's located in Malugay Street, San Antonio Village, Makati City. The Collective, sorry. We're beside, it's just around the corner.
Okay, can we find you guys playing anywhere else within the next couple of weeks, months?
We have a tentative gig schedule at the UP Town Center. It's on August 30, but that's still under negotiation.
We usually play for corporate events.
Okay.
What else? Bar gigs, but it's very rare because bar stage, it's so small for all of us. And festivals. As of now, we are planning to organize the 3rd Philippine Ukulele Festival. So we'll update everybody with that.
Cool. So, pag may nakita kayong in the Collective, mga naka-Hawaiian shirt, di po yun mga empleyado ni Lito Atienza. Taga-Ukulele Philippines po yun. So, please do, so you guys are always at the store, right? So, I'm sure these guys will be more than happy for you to come in and discover the new world of ukulele. So thank you guys again very, very much for stopping by. We absolutely had a great time. I hope you guys had a great time with us also. Thank you. And thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week. From us here at NMFtv. Bye guys. Cheers.
The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the New Media Factory. Some programs on this network might include strong images and language and may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.